All right, let's start off with the charts. So this is yesterday's close on Tuesday. We do have a PSP where NQ and ES were closing a bearish candle and YM was closing bullish. And it's funny because I was bullish obviously yesterday going into the session, and YM just like left all these highs, which I think I tried to long to, and then we just came all the way down here for some reason. Then by the end of the day we came back up, so it's a certified classic, of course. But then coming into the day, I guess it's probably going to skip forward, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so hopefully it doesn't spoil everything, but at the time, this is what I see. So we have, obviously, these equal highs, so I'm pretty bullish, but then I see it a little bit late, but I see that ES actually took out the previous day high. And no, we left this one actually. So left it by half a point. And then we have S&T with NQ. It's not ideal. Definitely not. But coming into the day, I basically just see this S&T, which is a low probability one, but YM is obviously way down here below London low. And then, NQ and ES are just leaving these equal highs, which I definitely don't like. So I basically just let the news release play out, and what I see is just all assets are expanding. So, the first 3 minutes. Oh wait, hold on. There's news. Yeah, right here. So, they all just expand lower. So, I'm thinking that at this point, ES is like right here. I think that ES wants this low a day, and then YM might come down here. So, then at the time, it was only a 3 minute close, but we did close below this new week opening gap, so I just enter there on NQ. And yeah, I'm aiming for this new low on NQ, but I'll probably like manage when ES hits it. So, my journal, had this previous day high S&T. I was bullish at first, but after that news release, I decided to be bearish. Just the 1 hour, kind of just leave the equal highs. We had the S&T. We were trying to move away. Obviously, YM is way down there. And yeah, we had this S&T, but it kind of just feels like a pattern trade to me, which I even noted. I feel like I'm just pattern trading the news release because there's no real setup. Like, the S&T was not in favor of NQ with this 30-minute high. Like, it's not a strength switch or anything. It's kind of just a S&T and the news expands away from it. So it wasn't feeling too good there. And in the recording, I'm only trading CFD right now, but I basically just enter on a paper trade, just for the thumbnail pretty much, or like for my journal. But yeah, you can see over in the CFD, I already am in. I entered pretty much at the 3 minute closure, and yeah. After that, just kind of journal everything out. So you see, I get in like pretty much. So this is the 830 candle, 831, 832. So after that, it's good. So I get actually a little bit better entry because I entered up here instead of down here, but got a little bit lucky. Then, yeah, I mean, after that, I'm kind of just waiting, letting price run. Kind of messing around with some stuff. And it's interesting because we had a strength switch in the middle of the trade where YM is actually the strongest asset for a second. So we just formed this 30-minute gap on the Q. And YM is all the way up here. So we actually broke this data high pretty much. We don't really have a data high, but I think it's like maybe wickless on YM or something. But yeah, we come up here, take the high. So that's a strength switch for NQ to go weaker, or for ES at least to catch up to this current day low and break S&T. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's just kind of worrying because YM is also getting close to this high, which is the 90-minute high. So I'm like, okay, it could take this out. but what I'm seeing at the time is basically just this. So this SMT before, and like this one or this one afterwards. So I guess it's more of an hourly SMT thing, right? See at the time, we have this, and then, actually I don't know, did it take out this candle? Oh, so I guess it's just 30 minute, I don't know. It's basically a strength switch though, right? So I'm kind of feeling good about that going into the open, knowing that I'm probably trading the best asset. Right, then I think I'm just staying on TradingView for this recording, and then I stop it so I can record all my screens now. So here is, right, then I think the open is right here, like 3 seconds. So kind of just watching to see what happens, because it's been pretty wild recently, and either YM's going to expand higher or NQ might end up going higher, because it's technically the strongest asset still, because it's the farthest away from the draw. And yeah, it's actually a pretty correlated market. And yeah, kind of just let it do its thing. Once this 3 minute closes, I'll move my stop loss to this new high, because it shouldn't be coming back up there. And it's basically like a 0.2 R loss if it did. So I'm not worried about that at all. And I want to break even, I think, did he? No, it didn't even hit it yet. I just kind of went break even just because. And I was thinking about trailing to these 1 minute highs, but I decided not to, because I'll take the break even or TP, because I was thinking it could still flip bullish, because I was thinking when ES hit this low, that'd basically be like an advanced premium discount sequence in this 6 hour gap, which I mean technically it still is if we do flip here. So it's like we are. So I was like, I'll either take the break even or just take the full win. And I wanted these Asia lows initially, which was like 3R, but I decided just to take 2. Especially because, let's see where it happened at. Okay, so ES hit these lows here, and then we just had this scary retracement. It looks like we were just basically trading into this 5 minute gap, and then we ended up going lower. And then here is the take profit. So here it's closed, and then I just go over to my paper trade just for the thumbnail and my journal pretty much. Just because the TradingView obviously looks a lot cleaner. And that's pretty much the trade. And as you can see now, yesterday I was down like 6%, now I'm down only 4%. I think my score got a little bit higher. I'm not even sure what the biggest score you can have is, but right. The dashboard updates like pretty much instantly, so that's good. And then you can see the calendar. Started off 2 losses yesterday, really crash out day, and then today made 2R. So hopefully maybe Thursday and Friday I can make another 4R to get out of this drawdown, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, I mean, you already saw the journal, daily, 1 hour, 30 minute, then there's the trades. Yeah, like I said, I had it all in here. I feel like I kind of pattern trading the news no real setup. And then when ES hits low of day, it will probably be an advanced premium discount with the 6 hour gap. So I'll go break even as it could reverse from there. And then if YM does want previously low, then I would probably hold NQ. But it looks like it was stalling out, so I didn't, especially after that retracement. But yeah, ES being the leading asset to make that bearish SMT with previously high was suspect. And I was thinking it might just be a retracement. So that's why I was still feeling it could be bullish on the day. But yeah, I mean, the daily profile didn't look bad for sells actually. Like, this overnight session just doesn't look, the 1 hour looks better, but like these candles are pretty small. And then the 30 minute, I think it was more convincing. It looks like it could be like a perfect New York reversal, right? Really small move up for the most part. It'd be better if we actually took out an objective like this, but the SMT, and then we're expanding away at news. But it looks like we're just retesting the daily open, and ES making it a low day. So looks like we might get that advanced premium discount after all, but we'll see. Obviously, I'm done for the day. I'm not trading. Now I want to go over some reflections I did from yesterday. So I was thinking about talking about not trading after 10 o'clock. and I did backtest a little bit, but I was having a pretty hard time because I wasn't really sure what kind of setup I wanted. Like if it was only after 10 or if I was only doing like let the leading asset hit the objective, then try to trade afterwards, or what I was doing. Because it's like my advanced premium discount and like universal sequences would still work out. So I kind of just went over the last week and a half because that's really all my losing streak has been. I've been like feeling really down about it, but it's really been over like the last week and like 2 days. So it's not even that long at all. Yeah, so yesterday had a big losing day. So my first trade on NQ was accidental, basically a scratch. I don't have to really count it. The YM long wasn't bad, but there's no second asset supporting it. And then the NQ long was also not bad, but there's no second asset supporting it like ES. All right, so if I didn't take those 3 trades, that minus 3 turns into either a break-even day with no trades or a 2-hour day. So that's a 3 or 5% swing in a positive direction. And then on Monday, the YM short was good. I'm not going to show every trade, but I tried to short YM. It was good, but there's just no support from RTY. RTY was at previous day high, and YM was the only one that was like in the advanced premium discount sequence. So you can't trust it yet. Then my YM long that was a break even was good. And I had RTY support with a strength switch. So there I followed my rules. That's really just 3 losses. Really even 4 if you count this one, but that's 3 losses in a row where the reason I lost was just because I didn't have a supporting asset with it, right? So I even wrote down on my whiteboard all assets reversing, even though I don't need all of them, but just to reaffirm that to myself. Right, today, obviously, when the news came out at 8:30, every single asset was going lower. NQ was the strongest, and it was still CSing like this. ES was way down here, YM was down here, RTY is down here, so everything aligned today. And then going over last week, I actually won this trade, so nothing bad there. Then yeah, right, so let's see. Oh yeah, this day, I think this was when I lost the funded accounts. I was like basically just forcing like not good setups. Like this first trade, YM already hit like the high of day or something like that, and I was trying to take like a fair value gap after that, and it's just like low probability, you already missed the move. I tried to long, and Cuba is like there's SMT with a high, so why am I trying to still long it? And then I tried to short NQ, I lost, but it's like super decoupled open. YM was the strongest to take the high, and then it was weaker and was going lower, so I should have just let it pass. And I probably would have had I'm not sure where the 3R came from, honestly, but yeah, it would be either like a break-even day or a 3R day. So it's either a +2 or +5% swing for me. And then something about this. It's kind of hard to have all the pictures, but yesterday I was looking at all the trades individually. Yeah, this was a fine break-even. This was a pattern trade. No narrative. I know what was wrong with this. This one was a forced trade with no strength switch, and this was actually a winning trade. I just didn't have enough buffer left in my accounts to take the drawdown from it. Otherwise, it would have played out. This was a good day. I was trading too much. And then this, yeah, it was like a bad SMT, choppy open, and yeah, it's just like kind of forcing the trade, low probable conditions. This one was forcing it when the SMT was with like RTY and YM. So yeah, my common patterns were pretty much just other assets not supporting the trade, forcing trades in low probabilities. And yeah, I just came to the conclusion that my problem isn't actually trading the open. It's just like not locking in and like following all my rules and like checking to make sure everything's aligning. So I'll probably get like 2 tunnel vision with like watching one asset after the SMT forms and stuff like that. So I might still keep the not trading before 10 o'clock rule just because I'm in drawdown, so just to keep myself safe, but it's not the actual root cause of my losing streak lately. And yeah, I was trying to look at this, but really it's like only yesterday that I took more than one trade, like more than one losing trade during the first 30 minutes. Usually that's not a problem. And all the other losing days, that wasn't my issue. But I'll probably still keep that rule. And yeah, I mean, it's all just little stuff that if I didn't make those small mistakes, I would probably be profitable from the last week and a half by now. I probably would have, well, not probably, I would have definitely kept those accounts, would have gotten more payouts. Just little stuff, as usual, but they like have big consequences. So yeah, I was trying to like invent some new refinements, like not trading after 10 a.m., but like I don't actually need like 15 new rules and all these refinements to fix myself. I just need to do what I said I'm going to do, follow my trading plan, and make sure I'm checking to make sure that everything aligns with my trading plan. So I had a bad week. That's like every trader has a bad week. That's normal for trading. And I just need to not like spiral and start like panicking. My brain's not trying to find reasonings behind it and like rewire itself, but I just need to stay more stoic, right? Because this losing streak is a discipline league, not a strategy failure. So I might still keep the 10 a.m. rule. It just depends how clean price action is. If we do have like that 2 asset supporting and maybe strength switch or whatever on like Thursday or Friday, then I'll probably still trade in the opening period. Yeah, I mean, 7 out of 7 losses were just forced trades, so I don't actually need a 10 a.m. rule to stop myself from doing that. I just need to stop clicking the buttons when my criteria aren't met. Yeah, anyways, that's probably going to be it for me. I'm glad that I took profit at like 2R, because I was like, dang, like right when I took profit, like the same candle went like all the way down here, but then I would have taken like a devious break even. I would have taken a partial, obviously, but like the rest would have got stopped out, so it'd be like a $500 day instead of $1,000. So good stuff. And yeah, it's definitely going to be going higher now, but I'm not trading this. And it's still a pretty crappy profile, but basically just price going from SMT to SMT. SMT with previously high to SMT with the low day. Now we're going higher. Why I'm retracing this deep, it's still actually really sus. I don't know why I'm still weak right now. Because right, coming this deep in the range, I would think it probably wants previously low. And after this reaction, it might still, but I don't know. It's just one of those days again, as usual. The open actually wasn't that decoupled, but it looks like after that it started getting decoupled. So maybe just like the last few minutes, it seems like the last like 30, 20 minutes. So, and not that bad today actually. But obviously today was, right, we have 8:30 as a driver. So when you have that, it's pretty easy to just take one trade and be done for the day because you're taking it early on and you're holding through the open. So the real test is like tomorrow and Friday where there's no 8:30 driver. Tomorrow there is a driver, but Friday there's not. And that's when the real test is, when it's all about your discipline in the actual moment. So yeah, we'll see how I do then. But that's it for me today. Good luck trading.